Earlier this week, I heard Yahweh say his people are about to receive an uncompromised blessing. He said many of us have been watching folks get married, get money, get promoted, get the car, get the trips, and we're looking at God like, hello, what about me? And what God was showing me is that a lot of those blessings that those persons got, they got it through compromise and they're going through hell because of it. To compromise something means to surrender one's principles, standards, or safety. In other words, they got what they wanted, but they had to sell a piece of themselves or break the rules to get it. And all we're seeing is the highlight reel of their lives, but Yahweh says behind the scenes, they are going through hell. They are paying the price because of it. Their life is a mess. So Yahweh says, don't look to the left and don't look to the right. Look up. Keep your eyes on Him because it's about to drop in your lap an uncompromised blessing. He also says to tell many of you to wait, to hold on just a little bit longer. Don't compromise yourself for it. Don't sell yourself short for it. Don't ruin the relationship for it. Don't break your abstinence for it. Don't steal it. Don't do it. I know you're lonely. I know you're tired. I know you're broke. I know you're frustrated. But wait on God. He has a better way. He says to trust Him. It's coming. We're going to look at what a compromised blessing looks like and the consequences of it. In Genesis 27, Jacob got the blessing, but it was compromised. Jacob had to be deceptive. He committed fraud. He stole. He lied. And he destroyed his relationship with his brother Esau in the process for it. Jacob pretended to be his brother Esau and lied to his father Isaac so that Isaac would bless him instead of his brother. In Genesis 27 and 41, it says, once Esau found out, he harbored a grudge against Jacob. And Esau said to himself, I will kill my brother Jacob. Now, here are the consequences of that compromised blessing. Jacob ends up getting deceived in his own relationships. He got a taste of his own medicine when his uncle tricked him into marrying the wrong sister. Genesis 29 and 25 says, when morning came, there was Leah. So Jacob said to Laban, what is this you have done to me? I served you for Rachel, didn't I? Why have you deceived me? He also had to endure 20 years of unfair labor. Genesis 31 and 41, Jacob says, I have been in your house for 20 years, and you changed my wages 10 times. He also lived in fear in exile and completely separated from his mother and his brother, in absolute terror of the day he might run into his brother again. Genesis 32 and 7 says, in great fear and distress, Jacob divided the people who were with him. When you secure a blessing through compromise, you open up the door for those same spirits to attack you unless you repent. Jacob stole a blessing through deception, and in return, Laban stole his time through deception and labor. Jacob temporarily destroyed his relationship with his brother for that blessing, just like Laban destroyed Jacob's relationship with Rachel through 7 years of trickery. Jacob lied to his father Isaac to get what he wanted, and Laban lied right back to Jacob for his own benefit. But when an uncompromised blessing is given to you, it comes clean. You don't have to sell yourself short for it. You don't have to burn bridges. You don't have to lie and scheme for it. God hand delivers it to you. It's custom made just for you. There's no compromise attached to it. That's how you know it's from Yahweh. The story of Esther depicts this beautifully. Esther's blessing came through faith, obedience, and favor. No compromise, no deception. Esther 2 and 15, it says, she didn't ask for anything other than what Haggai, the king's officer in charge of the harem, advised, and still she obtained favor in the sight of all them that looked upon her. The results of this uncompromised blessing, and this is what many of you can look forward to, was generational protection, a very high position of authority, and a powerful marriage. Esther 2 and 17, it says, now the king was attracted to Esther more than any of the other women, and she won his favor and approval more than any of the other virgins. So he set the royal crown on her head and made her queen instead of Vashti. Esther 9 and 5 and verse 22, it says, the Jews struck down all of their enemies with the sword. Their sorrow was turned into joy, and their mourning into a day of celebration. So this is what we can look forward to with this uncompromised blessing. Generational protection, a very high position of authority. God is going to elevate you, and He's going to bless you with marriage, a good marriage. Esther 2 and 7 describes Esther as a young woman with a nice figure and very lovely to look at. And I said, how many of us are like that? We are beautiful, we have a nice figure, but we use it to try and get the things that we want. We pervert it, we lie, we scheme, we sleep around to secure a bag, to get the man. And that comes at a cost. When you move like Jacob and you compromise yourself for it, it comes at a cost. Jacob had to suffer for 20 years because those things came right back at him. Esther's life was so much better when she decided to wait on God, to trust God, to walk in obedience, to do it the right way. Yahweh says there is an uncompromised blessing that is getting ready to hit many of your houses because you have decided to wait on Him. You could have then sold out a long time. You could have been had that car. You could have been had that job. You could have been had that man, but you decided to wait on God. You decided to do it the right way. And Yahweh says, because of your heart, because of your obedience, your patience, your faithfulness, an uncompromised blessing is about to locate you. He says it's about to drop into your lap. So get ready.